boy Cuddy J. It's the Kid Bat Network. We broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas, aka Dollars. Tax us. What's up with you guys? We got another one for you guys. Straight off the kickback. Let's go ahead and take it to Shreveport, guys. Let's take it to Shreveport, and not only Shreveport. Let's talk about 50 Cent. 50 Cent in Shreveport investments. Uh, you guys probably, you follow 50 Cent on Instagram or you tapped into what's going on with the Shreveport investment that he having with the G Unit Studios. That means you probably know that he made a post yesterday about Shreveport. He's gonna have to fall back on Shreveport in his investment because the people are not acting right. And when we say people, because that's what everybody's thinking, we're not talking about the citizens and residents of Shreveport. He's talking about the city officials, the politicians of Shreveport or Louisiana. I guess they can't come to an agreement on what his moves and his progression is to do the things that he want to do for Shreveport. So all day, phone has to run all day. As soon as I get on this motherfucking live, it wants to ring. But like I was saying, 50 Cent is having doubts about the Shreveport investment. I mean, what do you expect? Years ago, 50 Cent had, signed a contract with the city of Shreveport to get his G Unit Studios built down there to start directing movies in Shreveport. And he had a lot of ideas. He had a lot of other ideas that he was going to bring to the city of Shreveport as well, like jobs, other venues, whatever it was to make the city, get better. And you got this Red River District part they call the Red River District, which is downtown under the Texas Street Bridge, where you have it's right by all the casinos and a bunch of clubs and bars, and they got like a walking area with restaurants, comedy clubs, whatever the case may be, all those kind of places there. So with 50 Cent trying to make the city be lit, the city officials, the people who's in control of the city or the interstate, they don't want 50 Cent to proceed. I'm guessing. So 50 Cent made a post saying that he's gonna fall back on the Shreveport thing. I don't know if he's talking about Shreveport as a whole, because he's in the contract with the G Unit Studios. I'm thinking he's talking about falling back from the Red River District, which he was trying to rehash and bring that back to life. Because back in the day, when they first invented the Shreveport Red River District, it was live back in 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 4, whatever. You had Wet Willie's out there. You had a restaurant, Nicky's. You had another spot down there. You had a theater down there. And it kind of like went downhill. But 50 Cent was trying to bring all that back to life. And here we go right now. 50 Cent can't get no deal going with the people down there because they want, I guess I'm gonna say it this way. They want to have something to do with they want to make some money off of it as well. And they don't want it. They feel like 50 Cent is making the city better only for the black community and black people. So they being kind of stingy and stuck up about the move that 50 Cent is trying to make. So he decided to fall back from the investment on the Red River District. Now, if I'm reading it correctly, I don't think he's talking about falling back from the city itself of Shreveport, but the investment he was going to make to the Red River District, he's going to back away from that. So now you got all these people in Shreveport making these long posts and tagging 50 Cent like he's gonna read the shit, saying how they feel about what his moves are. But nobody knows what his move really is. And if he got a contract with the city for the G Unit Studios, I'm pretty sure he's still gonna be dealing with the city, but just not how he planned on doing it. And a lot of people saying, people trying to make it seem like, oh, it's the people of Shreveport that live in Shreveport. It's dangerous. It's too much crime going there. This, whatever. No, it's not the people of Shreveport. It's the politicians of Shreveport that's holding it back. That's why the city in the state of Louisiana is behind everybody else because they don't want to progress like all these other places are. There are places, you got small towns in other states that's doing better than Shreveport. They're because they city officials in the state itself is putting money behind that city as far as new highways, nice streets, new jobs. You don't have all these condemned buildings around here. So 50 Cent was trying to bring some life and luxury to the city, but they don't want to. They don't want him to do that. What's happening with y'all? Y'all welcome to the Kickback Network. Uh, so a lot of people from Shreveport are, but they feel. I'm gonna say they feel betrayed. But I don't think 50 Cent betrayed them. I just think he just falling back from the. I think he's falling back from. Here we go. Here we go. I think he's just falling back from the Red River investment. So I'm gonna tell you what happened, and that's why this is why the city of Shreveport is so behind and so slow. It's not because of the crime and the people don't know how to act. That's everywhere. Everywhere you go, you're gonna have crime and people doing shit. They, it's crazy. What to do, Justin? City Shreveport's a population around probably about 280,000. It probably was more than that back then because everybody's moving out of Shreveport, moving to Dallas, moving to Houston, probably moving to Atlanta, wherever they moving to. They're not staying in Shreveport. A lot of people from my generation, we left Shreveport a long time ago, and people are still leaving the city. Some people they stay in there because they got motion in the city. Uh, oh, so 50 Cent, he decided to fall back because he doesn't see. The thing is, you got this guy from New York City, right? He comes to a small town like Shreveport, Louisiana, that has about 200,000 people in it. Shreveport's a nice place to be at. I mean, I'm happy to be from Shreveport. I love when people ask me where I'm from when I say I'm from Shreveport. The look on their face tells you all. It's good to be from Shreveport. I love the mind state and the stuff that I went through in Shreveport to make me who I am today. Do I want to live there? No. I do not want to live there. I love to go back and visit. It's cool. But it's not the place that you want to be at, unless you already got some motion there. Uh, but the city is slow. Uh, and you got this fast guy from New York, he got this guy from New York who got a fast mind, who's trying to mix business with these slow people in this small town. The Shreveport ain't nothing but a small city. It's a small city. It's not no big city. It's not a small. It's not a country. It's not even country. It's a city, but it's small. You got cities like Pittsburgh. It's small. They're not big. Like it's a major city, but it's not. It's not big. Other cities around, you got like Nashville. You got St. Louis. You got a bunch of cities that are is major, but they small. So what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna read this right here to you guys. 50, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson plans to develop Shreveport, Louisiana into an entertainment epic center are currently in question. On July 13, 2026, Jackson hinted on Instagram that he may pull back on his multi-million-dollar investments, famously stating, I only make deals that make sense, inciting local oppositions. So he was really throwing shade at the local uh, officials. This sudden pivot arrives mere weeks after a massive upswing in momentum. In January 2026, Louisiana finalized plans to invest roughly 124 million into his Shreveport projects, which include the G Unit Studios, G Arena, and the G Dome. Uh, by June, Fitz and his team were physically breaking ground on the G Dome site, and G Unit had even commissioned an economic impact study predicting a 18.8 billion boost to the state over the next 20 years. So that's why, like, that's why the city looks so old and behind, man, because they don't want to invest money into it and make it grow like all these other places are. Go see a doctor. Look. So yeah. However, following cryptic social media posts about stalling on his Red River plans and stepping away from local deals, the timeline for downtown Shreveport rehabilitation is once again uncertain. So I was always having questions about what 50 Cent's going to do. It's been what, 3 years now since he came down there and, been dealing with these people, and I haven't seen any progression. On the outside looking in, I can't see no progression. When I go back to the city, it still looks like it looks like a ghost town, but it doesn't seem like no motion is going on like they be advertising on social media. The Kevin Durant shout out, yeah, everybody tell me I look like Kevin Durant, man. I get it down there every day, man, from kids, women, everybody. I look like Kevin Durant. Everybody looks like somebody. So here we go, guys. Back Shreveport, back to ground zero with Shreveport because they don't know how to act. I think 50 Cent, I think it was a good idea to do what he was doing in Shreveport or what he's going to do in Shreveport. But he has a lot of people upset right now, and now everybody having their opinion about 50 Cent. I read about 20 different Facebook posts today that was mentioning 50 Cent. And God, I want to tag a few people up in here, man. Some people from Shreveport just to hear what they got to say about this situation, man. Because I know a lot of you guys, y'all not from Shreveport or not from the area, and you probably lost about what I'm talking about. What do you do? 85 cut dog, custom made T-top sitting on his tippy toes, making fees bop. I'd rather wear shell toes, fuck Reeboks. Got a 50 yak, now I'm headed to the weed spot. What do you do? 85 cut. We talk, 50 Cent's talking about backing away from the investments in Shreveport, man, because he said he only makes deal with people that make sense, and I guess the city officials are not making sense, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is in the state of Louisiana and the city of Shreveport. You got too many, all these old politicians need to get the fuck out the way. These old ass politicians that been there since the fucking goddamn 80s and early 90s and all that shit, they need to fall back, man. They need to let some of these young people come in and take over because that's what's holding down the fucking city and the state. I mean, like you don't see any new buildings, no new apartments, and none of that shit getting built in Shreveport. Like out here in Dallas, they building highways, apartments, high rises, buildings all fucking day, every day. But in Shreveport, you don't get nothing. You don't get. It's like I don't know where the money going. They got the casinos out there. You got the casinos keep on changing names every 5 years. So I mean, what's going on with the city of Shreveport, man? I mean, I'm not gonna. A lot of people in Shreveport are pointing fingers at each other like they the problem, like too much crime and we don't know how to act when we go out and all that shit. No, that's y'all are not the problem. Well, I was reading a message. They're not the problem. You got problems like that every city. Every city has its problems, bad things that goes on. It's the people that's in control of Shreveport that's holding it down the way it is. Because they don't want certain communities to proceed and progress at where they at. They don't want to, all these jobs that 50 Cent's trying to bring to that city and nobody ain't signed a piece of paper yet, signed and sealed. That's the best thing. That's the fact that an out of towner, it took somebody from out of town to come to the city to make it do what it can do. And y'all hating on it. When I say y'all, I ain't talking about the residents of Shreveport. I'm talking about the city officials, the politicians, the mayor, the governor, whoever. They slowing the city down, man. Like I love being from Shreveport. I love it, but I hate it. I'm not gonna say when I was living there were things to do. There were tons back in the 80s and 90s. it was tons of shit to do in Shreveport. You had Hammers Park, you had Watertown, you had the fair was jumping all the time. You had all type of shit was going on. The Red River District was going down. The Boulder City side was going down too. All these parks and all this other shit that's going on, that's not there no more was the thing back then. Like now all people rely on are the clubs, downtown clubs, and the casinos. You know, that's what they call having fun. That's why most people sit at the house and have seafood boils and house parties and shit because ain't really shit to do in the city but downtown. And when shit go on downtown, it be a big ass brawl or some shit. What it do, Sandra? How you doing, Miss Sandra? I wanted to talk about this topic. I'm not going to hold you guys long. I didn't think a lot of people was going to tap in right now. I think YouTube is on this trip again, you know, not allowing me to have people tap in. It's slowing down my live chat now. I feel like when YouTube slows my channel down, they do me the worst way. They do me real bad. Like they have it where I can't even get people don't even get notifications. Yeah. So I want a lot. I'm waiting on a couple of Shreveport people to tap in, man, because right now we're talking about 50 Cent falling back from his Shreveport investment because nobody wants to make the deal to make sense to make money. And I know 50 Cent, like right now, he's wishing he could have took that money somewhere else, like Detroit, or who's known, who's got a good movie motion going on right now. Every movie you watch on Tubi is based out of Detroit. So I think 50 Cent now saying he should have went to Detroit or somewhere like that, or not Atlanta because you got what's his cat name, Tyler, what's his name, Tyler Perry's Atlanta. I mean, maybe 50 Cent should have came to Dallas or Houston. Or go somewhere, go to Philadelphia. Maybe he didn't want to stay on the East Coast, but go somewhere, you know, his motion there. And Shreveport was the perfect spot. And it is the perfect spot. I'm not going to say it was. It is the perfect spot for 50 Cent doing what he's doing. It's a perfect spot to invest your money in because it's cheap down there. You can buy those buildings, set up shops, and I'm gonna tell you, them white folks, when white folks seen what 50 Cent was doing, they were like, he's not for the set it up for these black people around here to accomplish some things and have jobs. We want to keep this city behind. We want to keep it behind and slow. Like we got a nice downtown area, and where the Red River at, we got a nice boardwalk. But the city officials, man, they rather put their money and time towards something else. They got a database center they just built out there. I think everybody was complaining about. I don't know what that's supposed to do with this for the city. The database, I guess they're supposed to slow down their leg. I don't know. I'm not game tight on shit like that. That nigga right there, boy, I swear. What a call, man. But I'm here to say that it's not the people that live in Shreveport that 50 Cent is talking about or talking for. He's talking about the officials, the people that's on the big dogs, the people that call the plays for the city. Not only the city, it's the state got to play a part in the situation too. I'm assuming because it seems like the state of Louisiana doesn't want anything progressing, but only in New Orleans. I mean, the state capital is Baton Rouge. I don't even think they're doing anything progressing that city. Besides, they got LSU. New Orleans got the Saints, and they got the Pelicans. Which nobody don't care about the Pelicans, but New Orleans has the New Orleans Saints. Of course, they got Mardi Gras that goes down every year, and they got the Essence Festival that goes on every year. It draws a lot of money to that city. And yet, you know, I don't know if the city of New Orleans progressing or getting bigger or looking nicer or cleaner or newer. I don't know. I haven't been down there in a while. But I know the city of Shreveport has a potential of being a city that looks way better than New Orleans. And look, Shreveport has the potential of looking like Dallas or Charlotte and shit like that. But it's the officials that's running the city don't want that city on top. Talking about you. What it do, Ashley? Welcome to the chit chat, my home girl. So yeah, the data center. Yeah, the data center, man. So I guess they had the data center put up in Shreveport some months ago, and I was on my timeline and I was watching all my Shreveport peers, complain about it, saying it's better shit they can put their money toward in Shreveport, which I agree. I do agree. I was just there a month ago during the Father's Day weekend, and the streets need help. It's a lot of condemned buildings out there. It's a lot of maintenance on a lot of empty lots. You got these main intersections that got high grass and shit. You got these main streets is running across in certain areas. They need to cut the grass and shit because they look all trashy. But on certain parts of the town, it looks good over there. The southeast side of Shreveport, Uri Drive area, they making all that look good out there, nice, and they look like Addison. You know what I'm saying? Plano. But the other rest of the city, they not doing nothing to it. They're not doing nothing to it, and it doesn't cost that much to do what they need to do. Welcome to the Kid Bad Network, guys. YouTube fucking with my chat today, y'all. They don't want me to do. They don't want me to be great, guys. Knowing damn well I had there 25, 30 people in here by now. So actually, I got time about the data center. Juice me up on the data center. What they're supposed to do for the city? Somebody said I followed him home. I didn't act on it. It's not a crime to follow someone home. I don't even know who you talking about that, y'all six. He said he can't understand the word that I'm saying. Well, get your bitch ass off this live. If you don't understand the fuck I'm saying, take your ass back to Bangladesh. Where the fuck you from? Been that money, been that money. Take your ass back there somewhere. Why is it a complicated answer though? I just want to answer though. I want to be up to speed on what the fuck a data center supposed to do to the city. Whether I'm not gonna take offense to it at all. That's why I ask questions and shit, and I don't mind people asking me questions because I'm gonna give out whatever I have to give out. But what do this mean for the city of Shreveport? Because me, as someone who should live there, and me watching the reaction of the people who still live there, it's like it's telling them that hey, this city is not gonna ever speed up and grow. We don't want to see certain people or certain communities, prosper, all due because of 50 Cent. Now, I bet if there was a white guy that came from New York and wanted to invest his money in the city of Shreveport, they would have already accomplished whatever he came down there for 2 years ago. They would have already built buildings and put jobs out there, whatever the case may be. It would have been jobs that black people can't get, but it would have been some jobs up there. And that's what another thing they don't want to see. They know 50 Cent is going to provide jobs for a lot of people that's in the hood that can't get no job. And it's going to make sure they get paid well too. And they don't want to see that. The city officials do not want to see that. They don't even understand that might slow down the crime. That might slow down the crime. Marcus, who? Pat TC. His money you owe him. Who the fuck is Marcus Nesby? I don't know who the fuck Pat is anyway. All right, there, Ashley. Hold it down. Hold it down. I catch you on the flip side. Man, where my people at, man? Where my moderators at, man? I can't get nobody even, nobody wants to talk about what the fuck I'm talking about in the 50 tip. I'm giving you guys, okay, 85. I'm giving you guys some news that's probably not in your area, but if you keep up with 50 Cent or uh or you on Instagram a lot, you probably seen this. And you probably like, what the fuck is Shreveport? What the fuck is Shreveport at? A lot of us know what Shreveport is. It's on the northwest side of Louisiana. That's my hometown. Uh, Max Ray, I need somebody to be a Mile Ray, man. But the thing about being a Mile Max Ray, you got to be in here a lot, man. That's, it's like one thing about me when I make people a Mile, once I make them a Mile, they don't tap in no more. Like they'll stop tapping in. But I've seen you on here plenty of times. This might be a good idea, Max. I might make you a Mile, man. You've been on here a couple times. But where you from, by the way, Max? Where you from? How old are you? Oh, you say you seen it on YouTube, 85? See, that's how big the story is. They talking about it on YouTube. Because what 50 Cent did, he took it to Instagram and made the post about the city of Shreveport, which I think is a chess move. I think he made that post. That's part of his negotiation. I think him making that post on Instagram is a strategic strategy for his negotiation. Because he really ain't. He's not talking about the citizens of Shreveport. He's talking about the officials of Shreveport that's running the city. T Rex, what's happening with it there? What up with Sheriff? The data center will drain up all the water and pollute it water with more chemicals. Okay, that's why computers are high because they need buying all the. Okay, that makes sense. Somebody did make that a comment about the data center said it's gonna dry up all the water and shit and some other shit. They were saying that right there. But okay, then I was wondering what the data center was all about. I mean, that's why people were so upset about it. Shreveport. They put up the data center, but it's other things that need to be done. Appreciate their donation. There's a million things that could be done around Shreveport before that data center got put up. And one of them is signing that deal with 50 Cent. That way the city got some progress. These people got some jobs out there. People want to come visit Shreveport because Shreveport was set out to be a tourist city, and it's like they taking it away. They taking that away from Shreveport when you're trying to stop 50 Cent on his accomplishment for the city. But I think it's more than them not wanting to grow. I think it's a lot because of the fact that 50 Cent who he is, the fact that 50 Cent is who he is, and what his plans are for the people he plan on making it good for. And they're playing a lot of part in it right now. It's Maverick. What's happening with it, man? Appreciate the donation. Fambo, what's happening with it? Man, we talking about 50 Cent here, man. I don't know if you up to speed on the 50 Cent investments that he had with Shreveport, Louisiana. But right now he's back. He has doubt about the city or the Red. He has doubt about the Red River District, which is a part of Shreveport downtown, where a lot of festivities go on and concerts, outside concerts, and people walk around drinking. It's by the casinos. He didn't say he's walking away from Shreveport. Now, I'm not getting that out of his post. A lot of people are taking that out of his post saying that he's backing away from Shreveport. No, he's backing away from the Red River District situation. And so what does this mean for Shreveport? Okay, it means that he's coming down there to do what he said he's going to do. I'm going to do my G Unit Studios, direct movies, whatever, and that's it. I'm not going to put no jobs out here for nobody because evidently they don't want these people around here working. Shorts on chips. Data center shouldn't be within the city limits. Okay. Hmm. I think people are overreacting, making it seem like he turned his back on the city. No, he just backed away from a deal that he was trying to make for the last 2-3 years, and nobody ain't being active on it. The opposing side is not being. I'm not going to say the opposing side, but the other people that has control of the city in the moves, they're not cooperating or trying to see eye to eye with 50. And like I was saying earlier, you got this New York guy, this fast talking city slick New York guy coming down to Shreveport, and these folks don't understand it, man. These old ass officials and politicians do not understand what 50 Cent is trying to do for the city of Shreveport. That's why the city and the state itself is so far behind from all these other cities and states. Like it's certain restaurants that city doesn't have that they should have. People from Shreveport shouldn't have to come to fucking Dallas to spend their money. It shouldn't have to be like that. What did do, Jay Baker? Smoking away this pain from the hip surgery, man. I hope you get well, man, from your hip surgery, man. Jesse Farmer, Grove Street for life. He's from Grove Street, wherever that said. Okay. Shout out to Grove Street. A lot of time, the city lease those for cheap. Like, I mean, I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I know it's been 3 years since 50 Cent came down here with that humanity or whatever it's called. Whatever it was called, I don't know. It was something called that name. And it's been 3 years and you haven't seen anything progressing in that city. It looks like it's about to be something going on for 50 Cent. They got the G Dome area part where it was, I guess, where they digging dirt at or whatever. It still ain't had no building right there. You got all these people in Shreveport. Ever since 50 Cent took step and put foot in Shreveport, you got many people from Shreveport now becoming the biggest clowns ever. They trying to put on for 50 Cent by doing stuff on YouTube, Facebook. You got all these public figures now in Shreveport, none of 50 Cent's here. And all them public figures gonna do is just pull each other down. They don't want the next one to succeed because they want to be in that spot, so they're gonna pull them down. Instead of sitting back playing the position you've been playing, then you want to do something that you ain't been doing. Like all of a sudden 50 Cent down there, now you're a rapper. Oh, now you got a podcast show. Oh, now you got you're an actor now. You're an actress. It's people there for that. That's already been doing that shit. They should have first front on all that shit. If these the ones that been shooting movies and doing movies and shit, that's who 50 need to be talking to. If these guys been like content creators or podcasters, that's who 50 Cent need to have his hands on. He's not down there to look for rappers. If he is, he need to holler at the ones that will make the city shake. Not just because you rap. Ambulance. You thought I was gonna say ambulance? No, it's ambulance, baby. It's the ambulance. Let me see how you look, by the way, before I get disrespectful. Oh, this guy right here think he's 6'9". Oh yeah, another weird ass white boy. Let's see. I see now. What my boy said 50 Cent is actively spearheading the $124 million rehabilitation effort in downtown Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, that's what I just read, Fambo. See, I see Fambo, I see you up to speed on it. the G Dome and all that shit. Yeah, I just read that. I just read all that right there about what he's doing to the city of Shreveport and why the whys and the what's in the hows. But in my opinion, I feel like a lot of those things should have been accomplished by them. They making these decisions on everything else about the city, but they're not making 50 Cent coming to them with good ideas, great ideas, and they keep on stepping back. It's another side, not just Shreveport. You got Bossier City, who a sister city of Shreveport. They they got a little boardwalk over there too that hasn't been walked on uh, for years. It's just empty buildings over there right now. Only thing open over there now is Saltgrass. The Cheesecake Factory shut down. They had a theater over there that shut down. They had all type of shopping places, Foot Lockers and shit, like an outdoor mall. But they don't want 50 Cent to invest his money into that just because they don't want a certain kind of people around there. But that's the city of Shreveport for you, and that's the state of Louisiana. Louisiana is one of the most blackest states in the country, and Shreveport is one of the most blackest cities in the country, and they just don't want that place to succeed. Like you got all these Detroit, Baltimore, Atlanta, Philadelphia, a lot of places that are like black cities, like majority black people. Has culture there, but they don't want 50 Cent to, progress with this investment he has for. My question is why. And when I got a question like why, it makes me come with a opinion on what I think. It makes me what the purpose is. Why they not letting him? Why they don't want to do business with him like that? I feel like they're trying to put a hold on to the community. They don't want certain people to progress. That's what happened to Akon too. They shut his idea down where he was going to start creating his own city in his country. Yep. See, I thought that situation was succeeded though. I thought he came through on that one. Yeah, I seen the we. I'm a fanboy. I'm tapped in about all that. I was there when Hurricane Chris took an aim at 50 Cent 2 years ago. Us from Shreveport, we was like, "Hey, Hurricane Chris, sit your ass down, boy. You just wanted attention." See, Hurricane Chris, he was just mad because he didn't 50 Cent didn't ask him to perform at one of those shows down there. Because there was other local rappers down there. The thing about it, Hurricane Chris didn't open his mouth about Shreveport until 50 Cent came down there. A lot of people wasn't streaming Shreveport or wanted to be in Shreveport until 50 Cent came down there. And that's why they feel so heartbroken right now because they feel psyched out. Like 50 Cent had all these ideas for us, and I was going to be this person, I was going to do this, but now it don't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen now because these motherfucking city officials don't want to act right with 50. It's going to make him go put his money somewhere else, which I think he already put too much money in. What to do, Ryan? Cuddy, can I ask you a personal opinion about something going on in my life? Talk to me, Ryan. Yeah, Hurricane Chris, he tripped. Hurricane Chris, he did all that blowing on 50 Cent, right? Then invited him to go sit, then turn around and go invite him to his grandma out to have dinner, Sunday dinner. Then when 50 Cent went to trolling him back, he got mad again and made a couple of diss songs about 50 Cent. I like Hurricane Chris. I was only around Hurricane Chris one time. And I was in the studio with Hurricane Chris out here in Dallas when he performed it. He was recording the song. Let me get that hand clap. Let me get that hand clap. Let me get that hand clap. Then Rick James with it. Then Rick, that second single that he had, my boy Big Papa was on the hook. And I was with him in the studio that day because me and my brother and one of my lady friends, we went out there to see my boy Big Papa. And who's the guy that runs the studio? Forgot his name, but Manigo was there too. Shout out the man that go the Ratchet King. But we was there to go see our homeboy Big Papa, who was there recording music. He was out here from Shreveport. You had Untamed Man, you had Shells, you had Big Red from Bossier was there that day. Hurricane Chris. I said Untamed Man, right? And that's when I met Hurricane Chris because he already had the song Hey Baby, Hey Baby, Hey Baby, Hey Baby. He already had that song out, and he was finishing up his album 5150 Ratchet. That's why everybody's saying Ratchet now because we the city that gave y'all the term Ratchet for what it means now, and that's why Ratchet City. Stop calling me. You know I'm going live. Why? Shout out to Miami. Stop calling my phone when you know I'm going live. It's crazy. It's like you do all that shit to try to interrupt my live or fuck with me. What's your point of calling me when you know I'm going live? If you want to talk to me, I got something to say, hop on the live and talk. Tomorrow is the final trial in my child custody case. My sons 3 and 5 are much closer with their mom than with me. But their mom has serious psychological issues that don't appear to be improving. So with that right there, Ryan, if it's the people call, they would rather the kids be with you just because of the mother's situation. But if you don't stand up to the bat, they're gonna put your kids with some foster parents. So you definitely don't want that, and you definitely don't want them to be separated if that's the case. So if I were you, I would take heed. I would get my sons. I would get my kids. I'm sorry that you don't have a close relationship with them though, but I'm glad I got a close relationship with my kids. And even if I didn't, I would have stepped up to the bat and said, "Hey, I got this. You know the mom is not right. You got it. Your living conditions are good. Your mental is good. Get your kids." That's what I say as a man. You don't want to take the kids from them. Well, guess what? If you don't take the kids from their mom, somebody else is. Somebody that they don't know and somebody that you don't know. And you don't want that for the kids and you don't want that for yourself. I understand that. Yeah, everybody love their mom very much. Uh I think my kids them love their mom a lot more than me. Well, not my son. There's a time my daughters love me more. But I know my son probably love me more than he love his mom. But my kids love being around me though. They love being around me. So whether they got more love for their mom than me, it doesn't even matter. I know they got a lot of love for me. That's enough that made me want to that I would take my kids. I understand that you can still have you won't be taking your kids from your mom anyway. I mean from their mom anyway. You can have them and she can get them every weekend or every other weekend, have whatever y'all try to work out, to make it good for y'all. But she definitely don't meet the guy to their life if she got problems like that. Yeah, the sister, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you don't want to take the kids, somebody else gonna take them, man. And they might divide the brothers. They might have one brother go over here, another brother go over there. You don't want that to be. You don't want no division. And for the people that's calling me and shit, you do better messaging me and let me read what your message say. It probably would make me reply back a little quicker than you calling me. You probably would get an answer a lot quicker. Why the fuck you worried about my beard, man? Why are you a guy worried about another guy, how another guy look? You a lame motherfucker for that. You just as lame as that. Then you want to say somebody gay. Hey, don't block him, y'all. Don't block him. Don't block him. He wants a minute. He So don't block him, y'all. He one of the ones that sit in the house all day by himself and shit. He don't got no girlfriend. He jacks out probably every day, play video games. Don't block him, y'all. He worried about, no, we're not gonna block you, man. We want you on here. We want you on here, man. You the only dumb motherfucker on here worried about. You the only dumb motherfucker on here worried about how a nigga look. You the only one on here worried about how a nigga look. We ain't gonna block you. Yeah, you a dumb motherfucker, man. You ain't dumb. You ain't just dumb. You's a bozo ass motherfucker. You might be the smartest motherfucker in the world, but that don't mean you ain't no lame ass bozo ass nigga though. You know, just because you like you might don't be dumb. You might be the biggest fucking nerd in the world, but you's a lame bozo ass motherfucker though. Yeah, for real. That's you a clown ass nigga. And I'm not gonna take away your intelligence because you might be smart bookworm type of nigga like Richard School that got Revenge of the Nerds. You wear a fucking goddamn pen pocket right here. You see a pen wallet in your pocket right here. You probably be one of the more geeky ass niggas and shit. Got tape all on his glasses and all that shit. You know, clothes be all wrinkled and shit, not matching. You might be one of those guys right there. I might got you right on point. I don't care if you're a doctor or not. Then you get what you're a bozo lame ass doctor. I would hate for you to doctor on me, bozo. I'm a doctor, but you a doctor on here worried about how a nigga look. Fuck, bro, I'm sure them thugging around here. You can't even insult a nigga. That's how I know you're a lame bozo fuck because you try to come with the lamest ass fucking goddamn jokes. Okay, well, we ain't gonna pay that nigga no mind, y'all. Let's keep the topic going though. We gave him enough attention though. If you want to continue talking, let that nigga keep talking though on everything. But like I was saying, y'all, 50 Cent, man, you got these people in Shreveport depending on you, man. We need you to get this shit going. And back to what I was saying earlier, this might be a chess move for 50 Cent on part of his negotiation for the city of Shreveport. This might be his way of, winning them over. He might win them over with how he doing. I'm pretty sure the whole fucking world, the whole fucking state seen the fucking comment, the post he made. I'm pretty sure the whole state of Louisiana have seen that post already. And more people have seen that shit. So maybe this is his way of, what the women moderators at, man? It is. A text. Say text. A text production. T-Rex. You seen that helicopter man circling over the apartment complex earlier? Did you see the helicopter, the police helicopter, circling around the apartment complex, over the apartment complex for about 30 minutes? Also, I was headed to the store right here, right, to go grab me a beer. I walked to the store right here. I cut through the apartments. It was 3 drones, probably about 5 of them, flying over the apartment complex. So they looking for somebody. There's something going on around here. Don't get sent to the upper room. He just want attention, man. I told you he don't got no girlfriend, but he's a doctor though. He's a doctor. On the nigga YouTube trying to worry about how he look, trying to troll. Yeah, man, I walked to the store. There was about 4 or 5 drones flying over the apartment complex. I thought it was some little kids flying their drones. And I'm like, shit, I got 2 drones. I never fly mine. But I came around the corner. First I seen one. And then when I came around the corner, I seen 2 other ones in there. And I said, they looking for somebody. I had to change my walk up because I didn't want them to think that I was a suspect. Whoever they looking for, they looking for him. And like right when I thought it was over with, right, I came back from the store. I was fixing to step out. I was about to step out to the bar. And as I'm bagging out, one of the police coming around. They've been circling around all morning. They came by this morning for another situation. I don't know if it's the same situation, but They've been circling through our apartments all day, and we don't see the police that much over here. Like the police don't fuck, but they don't ride through our apartment complex over here. So whoever they looking for drawing heat to this area, I hope they catch his ass. I've been noticing that, man. I'm starting to see that there's a lot of black people moving over here now, and I'm not blaming it on the black people, whatever. But there's a lot of black people moving over here now. A lot of people. There's a lot of hoods up here. Hood Mexicans, hood blacks. Yeah. I know that's right. I mean, I have nothing against the apartment complex. I like it over here, man. I'm cool. I love my neighbors. I be out there grilling all the time. My music be bumping, the door be open. Everybody pop, everybody be stopping by, whatever. They don't trip off niggas over here. However you doing, they let us have fun. It's not like it's crime over here, but whatever's going on today, is something different than we normally been seeing around here. I woke up early this morning. It was around about 9 o'clock, 9:15. I walked around into the front part, and I walked to the front, and it's two different apartment complexes, the same people, right? It's phase one, phase two. I'm in the middle of the apartment complex, and the part where divide the apartments. You go that way, go that way. But anyway, I make a lap around the apartment complex. I come around the building, come a long way back to my apartment just to walk. So as I get back to my apartment, and then before I went out to the front, my neighbors, they were sitting on the porch up here, on the patio, talking to a dude and his wife. So I made my idea to just walk around all the way around that way and come up this way. So as I was coming back, I walked down the sidewalk right here and walked back toward that way. And as I came back, I seen the police. I seen the police roll by. He kind of slowed down a little bit. He looked at me, and he kept going. I came into the apartment, grabbed my key, locked the door because I had walked to the store. So as I'm walking to the store, another police comes. So I said, something going on around here. Turns out, the couple that was on the patio, they didn't want to call the police, but they called the police on somebody on another dude. I guess I don't know what happened, but the dude that called the police on, he came by here and he let me know what was going on. That's how I knew about what was going on. But that was way at 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock this morning. All of a sudden later, here it is, 4 o'clock, 3:30. I go to the mailbox. As I go to the mailbox, one of the maintenance guys, they Mexican, right? So, or Hispanic, he pointed in the sky at the helicopter, the ghetto bird, circling around the apartment complex. And I noticed it was kind of getting real low. And I didn't think nothing of it. Then as I come back from the mailbox, I noticed it's still kind of going. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And that's when I went back in the house and I had put up my things that I got from the mailbox. And I walked back and I walked to grab a beer. And that's when I had seen another police come again. And he was coming from the. I started seeing the drones. So I said, yeah, this shit right here, something going on around here. And I don't like it. Because it messes up the motion around here, if you know what I mean. Damn, CC Motion, man, I didn't forgot about you, boy. Everything good over this way, man. Just chilling. Man. Started a new job. my schedule a little bit different now, so you see me all throughout the day, man, on live. Never know when I'm going live. I'm not going live at nighttime now like I used to because I have a lot of time in the daytime to go live and to reach a different type of audience. Uh, but I might need to start back going live later at night again, to get the emotion going. But I didn't forgot about you, CC Motion. I was just going down the list of moderators who I haven't seen in a while. And somebody we missed over your name. We named about 5 or 6 moderators, but nobody ever said CC Motion. But I hope everything been good with you, man. I know everybody be life. I don't expect everybody to be on my live when I go live, because y'all got schedules just like I got schedules. But I do salute the ones, and I'm thankful for the ones that tap in every time I go live. Yeah, I understand that. That's why I say everybody got their own life, man. It's just, it'll be good to see people. And like I said, you never know when I'm going live because everybody got used to me just going live at nighttime only. And over the last 2 months, I've been switching it up. I go live at night. I go live early in the morning. I go midday, just to find the audience, And sometimes it's all about, do I feel like doing a video? Do I feel like talking? And if I do, I go ahead and get it out the way because if I might don't feel like talking later on. I might have a topic to talk about or some good content, and I might be like, man, I'm gonna wait later to talk about it. But later on, I might don't feel like talking about it. So I just go ahead and get it out the way. As soon as I think about the shit, I get it out the way. Time, what's happening with it? Welcome to the Kid Bad Network. Hit the like button for your boy. Yeah, the truth is starting to come out with the Nolan Wells case because there has been a picture in a video showing Nolan Wells at the pool after he left the boat. After the boat incident, I seen that they got a picture of Nolan Wells at the swimming pool later that night after the boat situation. So a lot of shit started to pop up, guys. I told you, the weekend slowed it down. Now it's the week going on. We're gonna find out more shit about this case with the Nolan Wells daily, and I'm gonna get on that right. I'm gonna get back on the Nolan Wells train, and as soon as this shit open up a little bit. But to put you up to speed right now on today's topic is 50 Cent backing out of his investment with Shreveport, or not Shreveport. 50 Cent he has doubt about his investment with the Red River District, which is in Shreveport. So a lot of people are saying, you got people saying it's the people at Shreveport that got 50 Cent not wanting to put his money into the situation in the basket. And it's because all the crime and the bullshit that goes on. No, that's not it. 50 Cent made it clear that he can't invest no money with nobody that's not trying to make sense. So I guess the city officials or the big dogs are not making sense with whatever negotiations 50 Cent trying to come up with. So he's right now in a part where he's going to back off the Red River District, which was going to provide jobs for people and bring a lot of entertainment to the city. And which at the same time, he's not saying he's going to back away from Shreveport because he just signed a contract and he already put too much money in the city. He got the G Unit studios. I don't know what's going on with that. He got the G Dome and he got some other shit they've been building. So I was just there a month ago, and I paid. My neighborhood is north of downtown. We got to pass by all that shit to get to my neighborhood I'm from. And I seen they had it all, fenced out with the G Unit shit around it. And I don't know what they're gonna do though. Yeah, the city officials, man, and that's why the city in the state of Louisiana is behind time on everything because the old ass politicians and officials they got taking charge and making plays for them. They're not trying to progress like these other cities around the United States. Whether you're big or not, small town, country town, whatever, you're not trying to bring excitement and money to a city like Shreveport that has a lot of potential because you don't want to see a lot of people out the black community progressed because 50 Cent was coming to Shreveport and he's gonna create those jobs, and a lot of black people was gonna have jobs. Y'all want the people to go to jail and commit crime and kill each other. That's what y'all want. Y'all don't want them to make money and be happy and smiling and partying. Yeah, that city, that's like the city. So that's why both of us left a long time ago. Because there was a time, there was a time in Shreveport, man. The Shreveport had everything, and we loved that city. And when I started noticing shit started to go away, well, before shit started fading away, I already moved away from the city. I left the city when it was at its peak. I left Shreveport when it was at its peak. The clubs, the casinos, jobs, all that shit. The city just too small for me. I mean, the mentality. I mean, it's just too small for me. I like being around diversity. You know, they just want to keep arresting black people and don't want to see black people prosper. That's exactly what I said. I said it about 30 times today. That Bud Ice got me peeing a lot, guys. Y'all gotta bear with me on that. Yeah, man, it's sad though because for 3 years I feel like he been like, well, I'm gonna say it this way. For 3 years, it seemed like 50 Cent been juicing everybody and putting the wood on them, hyping them up and psyching them out, all for this right here to happen. But I don't see nobody that invested that much money, especially all that money he invested for 4 days, hiring all that security for that event that took place. But with that being said, and all the other money he invested into whatever else he got going down there, I don't see him backing away from a situation like that that's already kind of like knee deep in after all that money being spent. Yeah, see motion. I be trying to find everybody time slot, man. Like that's why I do my lives. Like I go live at 12 noon. I go live 3 o'clock. I do a late afternoon live like right now. Uh, it's to a point now when 7 or 8 o'clock get here, I be doing something else. And I be want to go live later at night. It depends. Like I said, most of the time when I go live, it's off how I'm feeling, and I feel like now is the time to talk about the 50 Cent situation with Shreveport, which it's not going the way I thought it was. I thought this was going to be a good topic that people chimed in on, but maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Uh, Maybe I should have titled it a little bit. I don't know why it ain't falling in the algorithm like this because I'm probably the only one that's speaking about this. I'm probably the only one that's talking about this on YouTube. So you'll think I have some type of vibration over here right now. You'll have some type of motion going on right now. I'm the only one probably talking about this on YouTube as far as a content creator. And it probably been now a news station probably said something about it. But as far as talking about it with people like me, giving their perspective, I don't think anybody doing it right now. Kickback, I knew it was going to be an issue when Tyler Perry went straight to the Atlanta to open up. Well, Tyler Perry already been in. He already been in Atlanta with the studios. Tyler Perry did say this though. He wanted to come in and tag team with 50 Cent in Shreveport with the studios, and 50 Cent turned that down. The police department took 50 Cent's 5 years. Actually, the city took Here's $5 million for the security. I'm see you up to par on that. The human and humanity, or whatever the fuck it was called. That event took place for 4 days, guys. Ain't nobody got arrested, no fights, no shootouts, none of that. Shreveport is known for having something go down bad every night. Something go on. Club nights. Any night there's a big ass venue going on, it's gonna be some fighting going on, and fighting gonna lead to shooting. It just happened to do that. It's a Shreveport. Them young boys out there, they like busting their guns. And we was out there young in the street, we was always fighting. During my time out there, doing me and my homies back in the late 90s and shit like that, we was fighting all the time in the club. We wasn't shooting at each other. You know, we didn't start busting our guns. Well, you know, you had one person probably do that shit to shake the spot up, but we didn't bust our guns at each other, man. We just fought each other with the hands, man, and we catch each other again. We same type of energy. It is known for something to go bad if you get a group of people in Shreveport together and nothing went bad that day. I believe that's it. See, yeah. The thing is, you're gonna blame it on the crime and the people doing all that chaos and shit. 50 Cent ain't gonna want to spend $5 million every time something going on in Shreveport to keep it all safe and peaceful. People need to know how to fucking act when they out and about. That's what that come down to. And I think the city officials, they afraid of that as well. If he invests all that money into that city and they sign the deal or whatever, they afraid of putting, standing behind something like that just for the motherfucking Negroes to destroy it. Imagine, just imagine if you invest in money, your money into a city those officials do not want you there for your studio or your brigadier. Oh, you gotta fall back. Because you'll be like, damn, this don't make sense. I'm trying to spend money with you guys, my money. I'm bringing my money to the table. You guys know who I am. And y'all don't want to act on this? Okay, fuck it, I'm gonna go take my money somewhere else. But the fact that it's been 3 years, and I ain't seen no progression in this situation yet. People been talking about 50 Cent more than anything been happening. Every day, it's something about 50 Cent, whether it's something bad or good. It's somebody either hating on 50 Cent or talking shit about him, and somebody praising him like they're his best friend or he ain't cousin. I see that shit all day on my Facebook timeline. And like they might get mad about me talking. Some Shreveport people don't like me to talk about Shreveport business that much. The fact that I live in Dallas now. Well, guess what? Shreveport business be all on fucking social media. And it's up for grabs on whoever want to talk about it. What do you do, Randy Rambo? Welcome to the Kid Back Network, man. It's a lousy live going on right now, man. The chat been open, but nobody ain't really just been tapped in. I'm surprised Lisa ain't been on here. She is Sunday, Tammy, Don Juan. There's normally 5 people who will be on here. H-Town in the building. This is the Kid Back Network, man. We broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas, a.k.a. Dallas, Texas. But I'm straight out of Shreveport, Louisiana. That's why we talking about the Shreveport, Louisiana situation with 50 Cent. Him having doubts on investing with the city officials of Shreveport. And because they old and they slow and they don't know better. That's why Shreveport is going to always be behind. They got Interstate 49 that runs all the way from Interstate 10 down south of Louisiana. They're not going to stretch it out where it goes all the way to Canada. They should have did that shit a long time ago. They should have did that shit 20 years ago. They just now decided to start doing that shit about 8, 9 years ago, and it still don't look like it's going nowhere. Appreciate you, Randy, man. I have my days, man. I have my days, man, where it be a good live, where it's going hard, and then days like this. So sometimes it might be the time of the day I'm going live, or the day I pick, or it might be the algorithm. Who knows? But I know I have a big enough following and subscribers where at least half of them. I got 3,200 subscribers, right? Almost 3,200. I expect to get half of them. I expect to see half of them people tapping into my channel. Now it can be a case of fact that most of the people that subscribe to me don't really be on YouTube like that. Or when they do get on YouTube, it's not when I'm going live. They probably catch my live after it's loaded up. I understand that too, though, but my whole purpose of going live is to talk with you guys as much as I can. Therefore, I might as well do the short reaction videos and give my opinion about. Like I should turn this. I make more money that way too. I really be cheating myself. The whole point of going live, is getting donations, which I don't ask for. Because you get paid off your ads and shit, and based off your views. If people that watch my live, they're gonna probably be the only ones that's gonna watch it anyway. Once it's loaded up, not that many people watching my video after it's loaded up, so it doesn't do me well. I might have 1,500 views on my live, but only 10 people watch my live after I loaded it up. And if I get 1,500 people to watch my pre-recorded show, I get more money. Going live, you just taking a chance to taking a chance to get money off your donations. Because I know I've seen people who go live, they make $300-$400 a fucking live. I seen one dude, he got to damn near probably like what, $8,000 on his live one night. Motherfuckers just throwing money at him, 20s, 30s, 50s, 5s. So I see one time somebody donated 100 just because. And then, like I said, it could be YouTube just messing with my channel, man. That's why I try not to be the channel. We block a lot of trolls, man. And a lot of people don't block trolls. It's just my moderators don't like disrespect. And they can't tolerate the disrespect like I do. So I don't like it sometimes either when I just feel like I'm distracted by that one person. Like if everybody was talking in the chat, I probably wouldn't see what all the trollers are saying. But if nobody don't talk and only trollers are talking, that's who dominate the whole live. When you let the trolls out talk us, that's why the live go the way it be going. And everybody, they get mad because we block them. If we talked a little more and y'all gave me more stuff to react off of than the trolls, then we might can get, keep it thick in here. We be blocking all the trolls off of here. Bud Ice game. I've been drinking Bud Ice, man, since 1998, man. I know how to drink beer. I don't drink to get drunk like that, no way. I drink my 2 beers and I'm done. I'm done. As a matter of fact, this is the only one I had right now. I only got 1 beer. I'm gonna drink this beer right here, smoke this blunt up, and I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna step out for a second. That's why I drink Bud Ice too, though, man. And I know if I drink 1 or 2, like I told you guys last night, if I drink 1, I know how 1 make me feel, and I know how 2 make me feel. If I get me a 6-pack of Dos Equis, sometimes I just run through them bitches. But the way I am, once I drink 2 beers, I don't need them. I'm good. I want to smoke some weed or eat some food. Yeah, that's what's up right there. Yeah. Once it starts sounding like hating and not trolling, then that's when they gotta go. They gotta skedaddle. Because sometimes it's a difference between trolling and hating. Like you can tell somebody is just talking because they just trolling, and that's what all they want to do anyway is troll. That's their part. They might join the conversation and be cool and then get back to trolling. But you got people who tap into my live, and you'll swear to God that somebody I know personally. Like I probably know these people in real life, and the way they be attacking me, because it's like their whole point is to just bag me. Whatever they didn't come on here to hear what I got to talk about. They came on here to strictly just talk shit toward me, and you'll swear I be thinking it's people who already know me that wants to say what they got to say to me, but can't say to me from who they really are. It's in Mike's Oxlone from the same town like me. I don't even know who the fuck that is, man. So you got people who say stuff like that, like I don't know who the fuck Mike Oxlong is. Like nobody knows who that is. Like people try to be funny, but it's like I guess they're supposed to make me laugh or y'all laugh. I don't know who is supposed to make you laugh, but I'm trying to understand the question. I try to. I give everybody the benefit of a doubt. I give everybody the benefit of a doubt. I mean, I'm not gonna even lie. If my lady moderators was in here today, if my lady moderators was in here today, a lot of people would be blocked already. Because 85 Cut don't do no block. He probably blocked probably once a month. Oh. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know none of that shit, man. That's that white boy shit. That white boy shit, man. You gotta come to me with some nigga shit. Give me some nigga shit, man. We don't laugh at shit like that. Well, shit wasn't funny, man. Where y'all think LeBron going, man? He hasn't made his mind up yet. I think LeBron just like being the talk of the motherfucking day on Sports Center. That's why he hasn't. That's why he hasn't signed up. Boy, LeBron been at the fucking goddamn Jay-Z concert all weekend for one thing, out there in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. So that's another reason why he probably hasn't made a decision yet. But at the same time, that's all we've been hearing about. Where's LeBron going? The fact that football season is right around the fucking corner. I'm talking about training camp and preseason. These motherfuckers are still talking about where this basketball jumping ass nigga going. Everybody say Golden State. People say Philadelphia. People say back to Cleveland, maybe Miami, but Cleveland and Philadelphia, they are probably got the best bid for him right now. If he try to win a championship, yes, yeah. But he's gonna let it go on because he wants to be in the algorithm all day. If I sit and talk, like if I talk sports, if this was a sports channel, and I don't like to talk about baseball or hockey, none of that shit like that, I would have to prolong you guys with stories like this about LeBron. Basketball season been over with, what, 3-4 months, fucking, what, a month now? And these niggas still talking about basketball when football season about to come up. You got baseball season going on right now, and they talking about LeBron. You got the FIFA going on, they talking about LeBron. I'm ready for some fucking football. He said the P on my hat is backwards. Maybe because of the way you probably looking at it, but it's not backwards on my screen, man. He says a fake. It's because I got my camera turned this way, motherfucker, instead of that way. That's why it's backwards. That's why you looking at it a funny way. If I could do this right here, I'm gonna show you how dumb you are. Watch this. Oh look, let me do. I tell you what, I'm gonna go like this. And help me out. Now what you think? Is it backwards now? Is it backwards now? Is it backwards now, man? How my people? Is my hair still fake? My shit still fake, cuz? I kind of like it like this, though. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. You just had to care with the y'all boy will be tripping me out, boy. Y'all be tripping me out. Y'all be tripping me out without no doubt. That's what I'm talking about. Get the fuck up out my house. Get out the couch. Hit you with your face. Bang, bang, now the game. Bang, bang, now the game. Ooh, ooh. Bang, bang, now the game. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Bang, bang, now the game. That motherfucking right, DC. That's what I'm talking about. Bang, bang, now the game. Everybody know my team. Been a Niners fan since '85. Been a Niners fan since 1985. They might have catch you guys. Mike Evans and the ball out with Purdy. Yeah, we stay healthy, man. Like, if you look at our roster, right? If you look at the 49ers roster, man, and we healthy, yeah, we something to deal with. I'm talking about defensively and offensively. Now, they just say if Evans get hurt, we got other receivers that can step up. I think this is probably the first time I felt comfortable with our receiver lineup. I think we got like 5 good quality receivers. The running back room looks good. We got the best backup quarterback in the league. One of the best play calling coaches. We got Raheem Morris. He's a legendary defensive coordinator. We don't know if we're gonna be in the 3-4 or the 4-3. Teams don't know. That's why we haven't even shown what we're doing. But we're doing something. Ayuk is gonna be gone, man. You know, we playing chess with him right now. We're gonna release him right when the guaranteed money will. We're gonna release him right before like week 9 or some shit. After we play Washington, we're gonna release him. If he wants to go play for Washington so bad, we're gonna have him on the roster for like 9-10 weeks and then release him. And if he want to get picked up, he got to get picked up. I think what he's doing right now, man, is bozo shit. And the fucked up part about it, man, I was a fan of Brandon Ayuk, man, because he was so quiet and laid back. Now all of a sudden he became a diva, you know. So I used to be a fan, man. I used to root for Brandon Ayuk. Him coming out of Arizona State, like I watched him play in college. And I said, I'm like, yeah, he's good. But check this out though, man. I'm gonna wrap it up though, man. I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. All my moderators that tapped in, all you new guys that tapped in for the first time. I hope y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, that way you get notification. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Your boy Cuddy J, broadcasting live out of Dallas, Texas, aka Dallas Tax Us. It's the Kid Back Network. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball, and I'm gonna holler at y'all, cuz.